To all Arsenal fans that have really lost hope in the Raphinha deal to Arsenal, you have a reason to at least smile a bit and really gain a glimmer of hope, because God Brazil has broken it, and I'm going to do that story either for you. There is still hope that Raphinha can come to Arsenal. Secondly, we're talking about Lisandro Martinez. A third bid has been made, but it's just not far much better than the last one in there for you. Just add-ons have been improved by Arsenal in there for you. Then we are talking about what Mikel Arteta said about players who don't want to come in and play at Arsenal in there for you. And lastly, we'll be talking about which other player we're talking about. I think I have lots of, like close to 3 or 4 stories we're talking about. Raphinha to Arsenal still on. Martinez, third bid made. Then Mikel Arteta. Oh, we are starting with Gabriel Jesus. His announcement is imminent. It's expected to happen today later, like 1.5 hours from now. His announcement is expected, and he is in London, and he caught up with one of the Arsenal fans, and he really told him that he's excited to be in London in there for you. I go by the names of Rokani David. Rokani Media Football is the channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the right bottom corner, smash the subscription button for smashing it, hit the notification bell to enable you get notified each and every time we upload a video onto this channel. Now today, let's go back in history and really present this onto your screen. Now, on this day in 2015, Arsenal signed goalkeeper Petr Cech from rivals Chelsea for a free in a region of £10 million. He went ahead to play 110 games and left for retirement in 2019. That means when he left Arsenal, he really had put a halt to his career, and Petr Cech never really continued to be a goalkeeper until he went to Chelsea, where he was a technical director into that mission role of Chelsea. But yesterday he really threw in the towel, and he really said, relieving myself of the duties of Chelsea. At least I'm really moving on to the next step of my life in there for you. So that is Petr Cech for you. Arsenal fans remember him very well, but the move he made never pleased very many Chelsea fans, because they say that a player who was at Chelsea since 2004, you get, up to 2015, close to a decade and 1 year, and then you betray us and you go to our rivals. And then an Arsenal fan will come out and ask them that, you guys came in and took Ashley Cole. Did we complain? So if at all we come in and really take Petr Cech, is it a bad deal? Tit for tat is a fair what? Is a fair game. And there is something I've read today that is all over my head, that choice is a spice of life. So a player makes a choice, and most especially when he's on a free, at least for Ashley Cole, it was an exchange for money. But for a player who goes by the names of Petr Cech, it was an open check, and he had to go where they're going to give him a lot of money, and Arsenal was offering him £10 million, and he said, let me go to Arsenal in there for you. So Petr Cech made in some money and cashed in. So after Arsenal cashed in for him and really close on that side. Now let's get into this story of a man who goes by names of Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is in London, and Gabriel Jesus met an Arsenal fan in London this morning and said this: I'm so excited for this new chapter in there for you. So let me bring you the photo of Gabriel Jesus and this Arsenal guy. Let me bring you the photo of Gabriel Jesus and this Arsenal guy that he really met, because you guys need to go and really see it. Yeah, bring it on your screen. All right, that's the guy that Gabriel Jesus made, and he said, I'm so much excited to be in London to start this new chapter at Arsenal in there for you. So that is Gabriel Jesus in London. His announcement is imminent. It's expected to come in today, so as to really cool the rumors, all that news that really did Arsenal bad about Raphinha, because most of the stories about Raphinha were indicating that Gabriel Jesus is going Raphinha is going to Arsenal, and the deal was really everywhere, and they thought that it was only Barcelona and Arsenal in the race. And when news came in that Ousmane Dembele was going to stay at Barcelona, Arsenal fans said, all right, we are now having Raphinha, but it turned around and Chelsea looked like they are leading the race. But there is a story from Gol Brazil that I'm really going to come out that has really given Arsenal hope that this deal can overturn and go back to Arsenal. With the hijack that happened at United and the hijack that Chelsea has done at Raphinha, Arsenal can go ahead and hijack the player again and really take him back in there for you. So that is Gabriel Jesus and the Arsenal fan that he really made in London in there for you. So we leave that at that and we go to the story in here for you. Then Charles Watts, a goal correspondent for Arsenal, came out and said, no doubt it will be disappointing should Raphinha end up at Chelsea. I felt like he could make a major impact next season and would have really strengthened the attacking options alongside the arrival of Gabriel Jesus. It's blow, but still plenty of time to work on alternatives. Obvious, what he's saying is true, but there is still a glimmer of hope that Gol Brazil has given us in there for you. And when you hear that Gol Brazil is really talking about a Brazilian player, then you know that an agent of that player has really contacted and talked to them that something is going to happen in there for you. So when he talks about going to other alternatives, we have a story coming in from Joe Williams, journalist at Football 360, and he has come out and reported that Arsenal have made a third offer to Ajax for Martinez by improving the financial terms of their second bid of £34 million. The Sun has also reported this in there for you. Let's see who else is confirming this. Then Charlie Waite, football editor at The Sun, has come out and said, confirmed, Arsenal have made a third bid for Lisandro Martinez. You get? Even TalkSport has come out and said, breaking in there for you. That is Manchester United. But it looks like The Sun has said that Arsenal have gone ahead to make an improved bid for a pan who goes by the names of Lisandro Martinez in there for you. And that improved bid has gone ahead to be explained by Charles Watts in there for you. And let me really bring you what that improvement is all about. Charles Watts, where are you? It's you who really said this. Yeah, Charles Watts in there for you. He has come out and told us that this is the improved bid, or the structure of the improved bid that Arsenal has made to Ajax. Arsenal's adding of extra add-ons in their bid for Lisandro Martinez is unlikely to tempt Ajax as they try to spark a bidding war with Manchester United also keen. Ajax believe they are in a strong position and expect to get nearer their £43 million asking price in there for you. So that's what Charles Sweat is talking about, that Arsenal have added extra add-ons. They've not really added or improved on their initial bid of the upfront fee. The upfront fee remains £34 million, and they really matched the add-ons to £43 million. So they are really waiting for a response from a side which goes by the names of Ajax. But it's really hard and heating up because this is what has happened. Breaking: United are plotting a £40 million bid for Ajax defender and Arsenal target Lisandro Martinez. Get this right. Arsenal made a £34 million bid with add-ons improved to meet the realistic valuation of Ajax of £43 million for Lisandro Martinez. What has United done? They've gone ahead to add £7 million on the 34. They've added £6 million on the £34 million that Arsenal had really put up as their upfront fee, and United have made a £40 million bid. A £40 million bid for Lisandro Martinez, and Arsenal are now being bidded out by Manchester United. It's a bidding war between Manchester United and Arsenal. Arsenal won't let this slip out of its hands again. As the Raphinha deal slipped out of their hands last night, Arsenal won't allow this deal to slip out of their hands because it's really so much needed by Arsenal. You can't lose two deals in the space of 2 days. So What is Arsenal going to do? Are they going to come in and really make another bid that is at 40 million pounds plus? Because United will have an edge over this deal if at all you don't know. The player Arsenal have been chasing was being managed by Erik ten Hag at Ajax. You get? And when Arsenal bid for him, they really had the chance to go in and get this player immediately. As I told you yesterday, that Arsenal had to make sure they get the Lisandro Martinez deal done before United accomplishes the deal of De Jong, because everything that really put the deal on hold of De Jong, everything that put United on hold to go on and get the deal of Lisandro Martinez and Trial Malacia done was because they first wanted to get the deal of De Jong done. And yesterday they agreed a deal in principle with Barcelona, 56 million pounds in there for you up front, and then the add-ons will go on and on and on to really fit the real evaluation of Barcelona for De Jong. Then United went in and really hijacked a deal of Malacia, who was supposed to be going to Olympic Lyon, and everything is done and the boy is coming to United. After that, United have gone ahead to hijack a deal of Arsenal of Lisandro Martinez. And Ajax is enjoying this because the more the two teams fight, the more the money increases. Arsenal had made a first bid of 30 million pounds. It was rejected. They made a second one of 34 million pounds. It was rejected. As Arsenal was planning to put in a third bid, an improved one, but with add-ons adding into 43 million pounds, meaning that they're having close to 9 add-ons in million pounds. United bounced back with a 40 million pound bid. Remember, United had told Ajax that keep us in a know about what is transpiring on a player who goes by names of Lisandro Martinez, and that's what Ajax did. Told them Arsenal brought in a new bid, 34 million pounds, but they've only improved the add-ons to 43 million pounds. United goes in all for 40 million pounds. I will believe that Arsenal is losing the rest. They are losing it. This player is going to his former manager, who goes by names of Erik ten Hag. Arteta has never coached this player before. And how many races have Arsenal won like this? How many races have Arsenal won in from Ajax? If at all I remember, how many players have Arsenal signed in from Ajax recently? United have signed Danny van Beek, and for your information, the technical director or the football director, is the technical director or football director, Edwin van der Sar, is an ex-Red Devil at United. So, if Arsenal and Manchester United tie on the fee, then where do you think the player is going to go? Because at Arsenal, he knows I've not been with Mikel Arteta. Can he really get me to where I'm supposed to be and get me enough playing time? Obviously, evidence is there that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to use almost 90% of the players as signed at Arsenal. That's another point to look at. But there is something that you're not looking at. Erik ten Hag has been using this player. You don't know what they're talking on WhatsApp. So we wait and see where this deal is going to happen. But all in all, United have made a bid, £6 million better than that of Arsenal. We don't know what Arsenal is really going to do in the next hours in here onto our channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football, in there for you. You get? Arsenal's adding of extra add-ons in their bid for Lisandro Martinez is unlikely to tempt Ajax. Ajax are not going to be tempted by the extra add-ons in their bid. They want 43 million pounds. That is the asking price. They don't want add-ons. They really want to get in the money as soon as possible, because on the 31st of July, Ajax are really going to play in the Dutch Cup with PSV. PSV has really brought in close to 3 or 4 players right now. You get? So you see what Ajax is on. They've sold very many players. They've lost Gravenberch, Amazurui. They've lost Sebastian Haller. Which other player? They are going to lose Anthony, and of the two centre backs, they've said on Julian Timber and Lisandro Martinez, we are taking one. We are selling one. Arsenal needs to come out and react immediately onto this in here for you. Now, it's time for the story that most of you have been waiting for, and for us, when we promise, we do fulfill. It's being led by this photo and quote that was quoted by Goal on what Mikel Arteta said. Mikel Arteta said, it does not need much convincing, and if they do, for me, it's not a good starting point. If I have to convince a player to stay or to join us to Arsenal, it holds me back a little. This is trending all over Twitter after the deal of Raphinha slipped out of Arsenal's hands to Chelsea's hands. But Leeds looks like they want to get the best out of this deal. Leeds are really going to make money. Leeds are money-making machines. Guess what has happened? Let me show you what Goal Brazil has really come out and told us on this deal of Raphinha. From Goal Brazil, there you go. There you go. The deal of Raphinha to Chelsea is not yet done. Goal Brazil has come out and told us that Chelsea have formalized a £55 million offer for Raphinha, which has pleased Leeds. However, they are waiting for a new move from Arsenal. Have you heard? They are waiting a new move from Arsenal. Leeds understands it can benefit from a bidding war and intends to accept the highest offer. All right. This is what we call let the ball or set the ball rolling. So it's like an auction now. It's like not a market, it's an auction. Now Leeds have gotten Raphinha, that's their product, and they put him up for auction. The highest bidder takes it all. You know what's done in auctions? The highest bidder takes it all. Even if Manchester United comes in and says, we are having £70 million for Raphinha, they tell Raphinha, go to that side. Because, so if Chelsea came in with £55 million on a player who goes by the names of Raphinha, can Arsenal come in with 60? That's what Leeds is all about. So the deal is not yet done. Arsenal can bounce back depending on the financial muscle Arsenal is really having. Depending on the financial muscle Arsenal is really having. So we wait and see what really happens out of this. But it looks like Leeds have put Raphinha up for auction. Barcelona is out. They don't have the money. They're selling Lenglet to Spurs. They're selling De Jong to Manchester United, £56 million plus like 24. So it looks like they're going to collect like £80 million in there for starters. But they need to sell these players before tomorrow because they are supposed to hand in their books of accounting tomorrow. So you never know what's going to happen in the next days. We've seen teams coming in and hijacking deals. Arsenal looked like they're so close to signing Raphinha. Chelsea came in. Chelsea's in, but Leeds is saying no. We are waiting for Arsenal. It looks like Arsenal are really preparing a hammer blow to Chelsea. They've dealt a hammer blow. Their jaws are really hammed, and now they're saying tit for tat is a fair game. We are going head to head now with Chelsea. The hammer blow is coming, and Leeds is waiting for it. And who benefits in all this? It's Leeds. And the player Raphinha, because what salary are you offering to me? So everything looks like it's not yet done. Goal Brazil is saying it is not yet done. It's not yet done. So I trust Goal Brazil on Brazilian players. That means Leeds and the agent are really trying to manipulate this deal to see to it that they milk out every money they're supposed to get from Raphinha. Guess what? Raphinha was a player who was supposed to go to Barcelona at 35 million euros. That's what Deco told Barcelona way back in March. They had agreed personal terms and everything in principle, but Arsenal came in and the price fluctuated. When the price fluctuated, Arsenal thought that they had really gotten the player. When Chelsea got to know that Ousmane Dembele looks like he's leaning to to Barcelona, and Barcelona have pulled out of the Raphinha deal, and Arsenal are really left alone to negotiate for Raphinha. Chelsea said, all right, let's go in for Raphinha too and really see who has a better financial muscle. And as it stands, Chelsea looks like they are really having an edge over Arsenal, but Leeds is expecting Arsenal to come in through with another mega offer for Raphinha in there for you. Welcome to this channel, and that's what we had for you. Rokani Media Football is the channel. Rokani David is my name. The transfer news show is on and leading up. Lukaku has passed his medical. Anytime from now is going to be shown holding that shirt of Inter Milan. And I've seen something that Sadio Mane has come out and told the media in Germany that almost Jurgen Klopp cried. He was so saddened when Sadio Mane failed to alter his decision of leaving Liverpool, and he said, I'm going. So lots of stories are really coming up, but here on this channel we are really here to bring you the news. But Raphinha to Arsenal still on. Martinez third bid has been really included. Gabriel Jesus announcement is going to happen today. That's what we are being told, in favor of Arsenal and the fans to really rub out the Raphinha story out of the news. But Gold Brazil is saying the deal is still on. Your reactions are welcome to this channel. Arsenal fans, the ball is over to you. Let me see your conversation flow into the comment section below on whether you think you can go back and overturn that bid of Raphinha made by Chelsea. I'm out.